I have some demographic information, and some of this may not be new to you, but median age is listed at 33.7, so I guess we're a little younger than Menifee. But what strikes me about some of these statistics, and Gene did share some of this information with me in advance, was in 2013, the median existing home sales price in Temecula has shot up to $415,852. And this is the highest price, if I understood the report correctly, since February of 2008, when it began dropping to $263,000 in January of 2009. So we're seeing this trend. We're encouraged by it, unless you're in the trying to find a home, right? I mean, you're seeing it go up very, very quick. So some of our unemployment rate numbers are trending in the right direction. In April of 2013, Temecula had an unemployment rate of about 6.5%. And again, trending in the right direction. Riverside County is listed currently at about 9.6%, California at 8.5%, and the nation's listed at 7.1%. So this is encouraging news. The city's received a few recent recognitions, and I think I need to preface this by the common theme you may hear. I've already heard it from these two gentlemen, is quality of life. And philosophically, the city of Temecula, that's really what we strive for. That's what we hope to sell. That's what our brand. And I say that because you're selling homes, you're selling property in our respective communities. We're going to do our best. We're investing our resources to sell a quality of life and a lifestyle. And so you'll see that in our budgets and in the recognition and our investment in community services. So a few recent ones. TripAdvisor recently rated the Temecula Valley top 10 wine getaways in the United States. So we're very proud of that. Also, Temecula was listed on suntan.com as the best weather cities in the United States, joining Honolulu, Miami Beach, and Santa Barbara and San Diego. So we're going to market that to the hill. And also, the Cosmont Rose Institute recently released a report rating the least expensive cities to do business. And Temecula ranks among the top 4 of those cities in Riverside County, top 20 in California, and top 60 in the nation. This next slide, just a pretty slide, it's the Temecula. But what I wanted to really point out is the logo in the corner up there. We realized that we were doing ourselves kind of a huge disservice because we had about 46 different logos for the city of Temecula as we were scanning our website. And really, from a marketing standpoint, we really needed to unify the brand. So we're not replacing our city seal, but this logo that you see up here today will be uniform and used throughout. So people understand what's being sponsored by the city of Temecula, whether it's a movie in the park or whether it's a program or service at a park. So you'll see this more and more as we move forward. Another recent recognition for marketing, Temecula was recently named Playful City USA, and this really is a distinguished honor. And in line with that, there's 3 projects, community service projects that I want to bring to your attention. The first one being that we're about to embark on design for a special needs park at Murrieta Community Park, and we're really excited about that. So the apparatus, the fencing, a water feature. We're going to begin design this summer on that project and hopefully under construction later in the year. Also, the Temecula Community Center over on Pujol on the west side, our oldest city facility. I think the first city council meeting was held there in 1989. We are undergoing a major renovation of that. So for weddings, for rentals, for programming, it's going to begin the renovation in July of 2013. And then lastly, the YMCA, or former YMCA, many of you have been maybe following this, filed bankruptcy, and this facility is located in Murrieta Community Park and on our property, and so the city has been waiting. We likely will receive possession of this building, hopefully in the next 30 or 60 days. It needs a lot of work, but we're committed about $1.4 million to put it back together. And our vision for this facility will be a supplement to the Mary Phillips Senior Center, largely active adult programming there. There's a swimming pool, and so we're very excited about adding another recreation center to our portfolio. These are some nice shots of golf, which you maybe have to go out and play. Old Town, a lot of stuff going on in Old Town. I'm going to get to some of the more significant development projects in a little bit. Of course, Pechanga Resort and Casino, one of our stakeholders and our partners. Another recognition that we recently received, and we've been spending a lot of time on this, is just the inventory of our trails, missing links. We have some trails that go nowhere, and becoming a bike-friendly community. The Temecula Valley, and you're really seeing there's a lot of competitive cycling that goes on here, and a lot of folks that see this as a form of recreation. So we've embarked on a update to our trail master plan. City Council approved that the other night, and we were just recently named I think with a bronze level bicycle-friendly city. So again, we're proud of that, but there's still more work to be done. The Civic Center, a beautiful building, a beautiful venue. We're using it the way we hoped we would in terms of its public space, in the sense that the town square is being utilized for everything from ice skating in the winter to rock concerts in the summer. So anyone attend any of the major events in the town square? We're going to continue that effort. New Year's Eve, again, another popular draw. And I'm sharing these just because, like I said in the beginning, these are what our residents have told us they want to continue to see. So our investment is in these events and these community services, and it's a top priority for the City Council. Ice skating in the square, very popular. We'll bring that back next year. Rod Run, another signature event for the City of Temecula. We're in the process. That event will not go away. We are continuing those discussions, and we fully expect to have a spring Rod Run in 14. Coleman Race, Western Days, I'm just going to rattle through these real quick. Street Painting Festival is actually this weekend, so I got to put a shout out. It starts Friday 6 to 9, Saturday 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sunday 8 to 4. Come on down, bring your family, bring your kids. It really is a fantastic event, and it's in front of City Hall on Mercedes in Old Town. 4th of July Parade, set for 10 a.m. in Old Town. 4th of July Carnival, Ronald Reagan Sports Park, and the fireworks show will begin at 9. If you've been to that event, it's a huge draw. It's a lot of fun. Halloween Carnival, Pumpkin Plunge, Santa's Electric Light Parade, Easter Egg Hunt, Balloon and Wine Festival. I could go on and on, but you're getting the sense that we're committed to community events. We've recently partnered with the Old Town businesses on a pilot project for a trolley service, and it's free. So if any of you are repeat customers to the farmers market, you know that parking can be a challenge in Old Town. Well, we got this beautiful parking garage just down the street, and it's free. So I'm encouraging you all to park in the garage, jump on the free trolley, go to the market, make the loop, and so take advantage of that. So it's a good thing. A little bit about budgets, and I guess I should say that I do appreciate folks spending money in the city of Temecula. So I hope you weren't scared away by anything that they said, or maybe Costco needs a parking garage. I don't know, but we hope you're still coming to Costco. We too recently went through our budget, and for all of us, it's been a difficult 3 or 4 years in local government. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's been tough, and we are seeing signs of improvement, but I don't believe we're out of the economic woods entirely. But we did balance our budget. We did not have to use our reserves. There was no. We're very proud of that, and we adopted a $60.33 million budget. This is a slight increase over last year of about $1.2 million, or what amounts to about a 2% increase over last year. And as you can see from this pie chart, and this has been Temecula's this has been consistent over the last 20 years. The lion's share of our revenues come from sales tax, and we're a very heavy sales tax city, so we rely on that tremendously. On the expenditure side, the lion's share of our expenditures are also for public safety. Although that represents about 48% of our budget. And we've maintained a 1 officer per 1,000 residents. And again, we're proud of that, and our fire personnel as well. One other thing on budget, we do a 1-year budget, but we actually look out 5 years just to make sure that we keep things in check. And so this chart kind of just demonstrates that based on what we know, when we look into our crystal ball, staffing, major projects that are coming online, needs, that we keep things in check and balanced. And so we are anticipating balanced budget for the next 5 years with what we know. A few updates on capital projects. Many of you have seen this one out on the freeway. This is Phase 1, French Valley Interchange, major regional improvement, and we're excited about that. And this is a southbound hook-off ramp, and we expect this project to significantly improve the safety of Winchester southbound. As you all know, you kind of get off there and you get over in the shoulder and you look in your rearview mirror and you're just hoping everybody sees what you see and you're not going to get hit from behind. So we do expect this project to relieve trips off of southbound Winchester Road. As far as our capital improvement program, it is very aggressive in the city of Temecula. We've identified about $362 million worth of projects, and we have funding for about $230 million of that. So it's a 5-year plan. We look at it every year, and about 87% of all those projects will be attributable to traffic circulation projects, arguably our greatest challenge. Some more projects. This is the 79 South I-15 Ultimate Interchange project. Has been in the works for many, many years. Design is about 95% complete. We still need about $10 million to get this thing done. So we're shaking the bushes for that. Main Street Bridge in Old Town, you may hear it, you may have seen it, you may have felt it. The bridge is gone. So our contractor is building a new bridge. This is a nice rendering of it, connecting the east to the west on Main Street. So we expect this to be completed by April of 14. Butterfield Stage Road extension is the final stretch of that is under construction, and we would expect that to be complete by probably the beginning of 2014. And this will allow you to travel from the north, Murrieta Hot Springs, all the way to the southern boundary of Temecula into Morgan Hill. So it's going to be a great north-south connecting piece. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that for a long time. Mercedes-Benz of Temecula, this has been a project we've talked about. They've broken ground. They're under construction. They're located on the east side, northeast side of the town, near Harveston. You'll see it from the freeway. And they expect to be open in March of 14. And like I said before, car dealers are great. City managers love car dealers. They bring sales tax with them. So another one that's expanding is Subaru. In Old Town, we have a lot of mixed-use projects. You can see sticks going up still. We're encouraged by that. We have a potential project that's coming forward at the Chaparral building on the north end of Old Town. We have Portola Terrace. This was an apartment, affordable housing project on the west side. We have the large, what we call the Truax building on 3rd Street in Mercedes. And then we have the 3rd Street and Old Town front. That'll be another mixed-use project that's also currently under construction. It's about 110,000 square feet of new mixed-use development. We're excited about this next project, Temecula Valley Hospital, long awaited. We expect them to be open in the fall of 2013, and they're opening again this fall, about 500 jobs right off the start of employees. I believe they're still having some job fairs. There's 140 private rooms associated with this project, 20 ICU beds, 4 operating rooms, and a 41-bed emergency room. So I believe they're hosting an open house for the public on August 10th, if anyone's interested. With the hospital came some interest in medical office development in and around there, so here's a rendering of a future project, Murrieta de Portola. Also Avenida de Misiones, this is off Temecula Parkway. And on the residential side, Rorpaw Ranch, if you followed the drama associated with that project for many, many years, actually building permits are being issued. So we could see as many as 500 building permits in the next 12, 18, 24 months. Model homes are being constructed out there in the Panhandle portion. So they're anxious to see that move forward. Some other single-family residential projects in the queue include 45 homes near the new Butterfield Road connection, another 83 homes in the vicinity off of Nicholas Road. And on the multifamily side, there's several projects that are in the works. Behind Home Depot, there's a 474 apartment project, market rate that's going forward there. And then also Rancho Highlands near Rancho Cal and Yanez, about 210 units going up there. And both of these are being designed as pedestrian friendly homes and multifamily homes. The Jefferson Avenue corridor, if you've been following this, when we had redevelopment funds, this was it. This was a perfect candidate to see the city's first commercial corridor redeveloped. And now that we don't have that tool, we haven't abandoned this project, but we're in the process of doing a specific plan for the Jefferson Avenue, and we really envision it as a great street, some describe. And there'll be workshops, will be advertised, so if you have input, concerns, an interest in following this, I think the first scoping meeting that we're going to pick back up is scheduled for June 27th at 6 p.m. in the Conference Center at City Hall. And this will kick off a series of about 5 or 6 public workshops for input as it relates to this specific plan. Here's a little shot of Jefferson Avenue today, and then a potential, transformation that we'd like to see occur there, bringing jobs and to the area. The city of Temecula and the city of Murrieta really did take the lead on what I believe is a real valuable effort in creating a task force related to family, youth, and health. And tonight, actually, we have our second task force meeting. The city of Murrieta is hosting it at 4 o'clock, and the topic is youth and violence. And we have a keynote speaker that will come in, and this task force is pretty impressive. It's actually made up of 24 elected officials within the region, as well as not only city council people, but school district elected officials. And so we envision this project going forward for probably the next 12 to 14 months with a series of topics, and hopefully what will come out of this will be a greater understanding and education and information that we can bring back to our cities, to our school districts, and to our homes and our residents and our families. So look for that. And then the quality of life. A couple years ago, we did a report card. We asked the residents of Temecula, well, how are we doing? What do we need to work on? And this chart really makes me nervous because we were scored pretty high in 2011, and we're getting ready to go back out again and do this in the spring of 14. And so yeah, we got a high bar to go over. But anyway, so if you live in Temecula, you're going to get a survey. We really want to hear, how we're doing, what can we do better, what can we work on. But and then lastly, quality of life. The city of Temecula embarked on a quality of life master plan, and we finished this in 2011. And we had started down a different path. We were going to do an economic development study and business attraction and retention, and how's that all work, and how do we bring more jobs. And then as we got into this, we kind of had this paradigm shift that occurred, and it was like, no, we got to figure out how to maintain a high quality of life and then increase the quality of life as a city so CEOs and workers want to come to our community. And so that was kind of how the Quality of Life Master Plan was born, which is really a 20-year look out at what the city of Temecula may become. And these listed up here are the core values that are listed in our Quality of Life Master Plan. And I would submit that this is the most important document the city has for planning purposes. It drives our budget, it's driving general plan decisions, it's driving our capital budget and our priorities. And so we take this into account when we're putting together those numbers. And so anyway, I just want to say it's my privilege to be here and invited here, and hope you have a good day. Thank you.